Hi, it's Kurt Shewell, EXP Explained in less than 10 minutes. It's really simple. You have to understand a couple concepts first, though. When you're understanding what cloud-based real estate is, because that's what EXP Realty is, a cloud-based real estate brokerage. What does that even mean? Well, what it means is we sell real estate just like everybody sells real estate. What we do is we help clients buy and sell properties. That's what we do. We sell nothing. We help people buy. We help people sell. It's exactly who we are. If you're a good agent, doesn't matter what color your business card is. Let's get that part out of the way really quickly. Your business card color means nothing. Your name on it is what matters because your clients choose you. They don't choose a brokerage. They choose you. They choose the agent. People choose people. They don't choose companies. They choose you. So you got to remember that. If you're selling a product or you're helping them buy and sell, they're choosing you. What's changing our industry right now is technology. The companies that are third party, that are lead generation companies, they are killing it. They're making it difficult for agents. They're putting franchise businesses and small model brokerages out of business. Yes, I said that because it's true. Check it out. You can be mad as hell if you want, but you got to really pay attention. Here's how this works, guys. You got to know what's going on in the world. Technology is killing it. Technology is changing everything. Technology giants are the number one in every space that they're in. Let me show you what I mean. Cloud-based is where it's at. The companies like these guys are absolutely changing the direction of our company, of our industry, of all of our companies. What do I mean? Zillow is the number one name in real estate. Yes, they are. Like it or not, too bad. That's who they are. Why? Because your clients say so. Clients go to where? Zillow.com. People that are for sale by owner, what do they say? Well, my house is on Zillow. That means it's out there. They believe that if they're on Zillow, they're the holy grail. They're at the place where everybody's at. Your own clients, even though you put them on a search, you're an expert, you show them this stuff, you know what happens? They actually go to where? They go to Zillow.com because they go to Zestimate to see what their house is worth. Are you kidding me? That couldn't be more inaccurate, but they believe it because it's close enough. They believe they're the authority in real estate. This is a problem. They're a cloud-based giant. That's who Zillow is. Zillow goes direct to our client. They go right to them because they're a tech cloud-based company. That's who they're, a tech company, cloud-based. Now, why do I say this? Because a franchise model looks like this. A franchise model has the franchise model itself, the brand, and I don't care which brand you are, if you're Keller or Remax or Century 21, Coldwell Banker, Sotheby's, Berkshire, I don't care. Any one of those. Any franchise model is built on this premise. They have the investors that bought in, that they were recruited by the founder of that actual franchise. They got the investors to buy in, to take their brand nationwide, then they take them internationally. Then what happens is they get more investors to open regions within inside these franchises, and then they go and what? Recruit who? Franchisee broker owners. So that's who they recruit. They recruit them, who now have franchises inside of these regions. So it's territories. You can only have this much here, this much there. They actually fight with each other. What do I mean? If I'm a Remax, a Keller, a Century, if I'm one of these brokerages and these franchises, I've got people in mind. They're actually trying to recruit people from the other franchises of the same name, of the same brand, trying to bring them there as if something's any different. The people are different, but the model's the exact same. So who do they recruit? They go out and recruit all of us, all the agents. So now you create these models, well, they're pyramid models. They're pyramids. So when you have a pyramid company, here's what you have. You have a franchise model, and it doesn't matter which brand you are, they're all built on the same foundation, same structure. Coldwell Banker started this in 1906, okay? Know some little fun facts. That's who started this. They built the first pyramid real estate structured franchise brokerage. They're all built this way. So what happens is these guys are the partners in the business because they paid in, right? They recruited them, who recruited them, who recruited them. They're giant recruiting machines, and they go out and recruit 1 million agents. That's who they go after, all of us. So when I say 1 million agents, that's what I mean. Just in the United States alone, there's 1.6 million real estate agents licensed in real estate. 1 million of them work for these guys, okay? That's what's out there. So when you have this understanding and you really see how it's structured, you see why the agent is on the outside looking in. You're only as good as your next sale. You're never a partner in the business. You never have residual income coming off of this stuff. You sell a house, you get paid a piece of your money. You don't get all your money, you get a piece of it. You pay the marketing, you pay for all the materials, you pay for your signs, you pay for your photography, you pay for everything you do, you pay for your assistants, you pay for everything for your client. Negotiate with your client to try to get as much as you still can. That shows the value to the client, so the client's happy to pay it. And then of that money, you get a percent of it because they take it first. They share the revenue. So they take the revenue off the top, that goes to them. Then what happens is these guys all get paid out of the money that goes to your broker. Your broker then pays the franchisee what's left over. This is why the franchisee is in a bad spot. So a franchisee has to fee you to death because they've got to charge a bunch of fees to keep that model open. It's a brick and mortar model. It's a franchise model. They have to have the facilities. They have to have all these things for you. Hence the reason that these flat fee brokerages are out there today. The flat fee brokerage, great, they can keep your costs down and say, here, you can keep your money. The problem is they're not providing any value to you. Therefore, you're not providing any additional value to your client. And that's where you get into this structure. Is it bad? Doesn't have to be bad. Is it great? Doesn't have to be great. It's whatever you want it to be. Doesn't mean that these companies aren't good people. Doesn't mean they're not smart. Doesn't mean that they don't have very good people in the real estate game. They do. But the problem is you're never partnered in it. There's never anything for you. Because if I want to be them or them or them or them, or I want to be in this game, I have to literally leave them and start my own in order to be them. Is that a model that makes sense? No, but that's how it's been for 100 years, right? 120 years ago, they started this stuff. Think about that. So in order for me to be one of them, I either got to cough up a ton of cash, become a big partner in here, or what do I have to do? I have to go do my own. That means I got to leave them. This is why they're not in the game, in the business of helping build you up to become them. Because in order to become them, you have to leave them. You never get to be them. You never share in the revenue. You never are a partner in the business. If you have no ownership, you have no business. Yet you all got into this business to what? Be owners. That's who we are. That's what we do. We try to make sure that we got in business for ourselves, to be by ourselves, because we wanted freedom. We never get freedom. We get flexibility with our schedule. Never get freedom unless you're up in here. But you got to be up the food chain. This is why these guys, who I love, and they're wonderful people, are dying on the vine. They're not making any money. They're not. That's the unfortunate part of this stuff, because they're at the bottom of a pyramid. Now, the truth is, if I said, hey, come work for a pyramid company, would you do it? No, most of us would say no. But we all did because we didn't know. I did too. I worked for these guys as well. I didn't know that's how they were structured. I didn't know it was a pyramid either. I always thought we were partners in this thing. You're never partners in this thing. So when you start looking at these cloud-based companies, the Zillow companies and the other cloud-based companies, you start to understand why they're so powerful. The money is here. Why? Consumer direct. Some fun facts. The franchise model, which is broken, it's going out of business. Why? Cloud-based companies are putting them out of business. Out of the top 20 brokerages, out of the tens of thousands in the world, right? Out of that, the top 20 of them, 15 are franchises. 5 of them are cloud-based companies already. 5 of them already are. It's crazy. The largest independent franchise company out there is in this group. The largest cloud-based company, which is the largest actual real estate company last year, sold more homes than anybody else, was EXP, right? Compass sold more volume, generated more revenue than any other company last year. These are cloud-based companies. You have to understand what you're looking at. This is why they're so powerful. This is why they're growing so fast. Think about this. Cloud-based companies, they're number one in their space. Every one of these are the number one player in their space. Now, if you had an option, I want to own a real estate franchise, like Blockbuster Video was a movie franchise, writing movies, or I could have the cloud-based option of it. Which one would you take? Well, of course, you'd invest in Netflix before you would Blockbuster any day of the year now, because you know the difference. Cloud-based is where it's at. Uber, right? These are the number one in their space. Amazon, Airbnb, Netflix, the Venmos, the WhatsApps, they're number one in the space. Little fun fact, 2009, necessity, mother of all invention, 2009 changed everything. What did it do? EXP was invented and started. EXP was because of after the crash of the market and the banking institutions and such. What do you have? You have the need for what? Brick and mortar. See you later, bye. No need for that. You don't need these things to have business. All these companies proved it. Amazon, number one company in the world. Netflix, number one in their space. All the rest of them, Uber, Airbnb, Venmo, WhatsApp, EXP, all started in 2009. Number one players in their space. This is what you're looking at. So when you start figuring it out, it'll make more sense. We're real estate agents. What we do is we sell real estate. EXP can provide more support than any one of them out there. The reason for it is they work through the metaverse. We have the actual metaverse. You have an avatar, which is a virtual digital form of yourself, to be able to work in a space where I can literally, no matter where I'm at in the world, I can log in, I can literally digitally be right in front of them, face to face, live time, in person, and talk to my brokerage. I can walk into the campus in a metaverse, and walk down the hallway, talk to the accountants, talk to my broker, talk to my admin support, talk to anybody I need help from, all right there in the virtual world. I have more support there than I could ever get in any brokerage. The training is only provided by what are called Icon agents. Icon agents are the top agents in the company. That means you are a baller agent. Could you imagine being trained by only agents who do it at the highest level? Would that be a little bit different than being trained by somebody that makes 40 grand a year to train you? This is why the difference is here. This is why the support is here, the training is here, everything goes to the next level. How about having 7 business partners the day you start with to mastermind with you in order to take your business to a completely another level? What if you could have conversations with people where you're not the smartest guy in the room? What if you could be in a room where everybody in the room is smarter than you? How cool would that be? Imagine that. What do those conversations sound like? What if the actual founders of the company, what if the people that are building the company the biggest were actually paying their time to help you for free because you're a business partner to them? Is that the business partners you want? Because that's the business partners I'm looking for. Cloud-based provides that. It does it for you. That's how this works. And what do we get more than anything else we need? We need leads. If you're a real estate agent out there, you need leads. We have 7 lead generation systems, tools, and processes in place to make sure that you have maximum success right out of the gate. Yeah, right out of the gate. You want to learn how to lead gen? You want to learn how to get leads? We have lead generation tools, systems, processes for you already built in the day you start. That's how this company works. EXP charges $85 a month to work here. Yep, $85 a month, $1,020 a year. For $1,000 a year, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. This is all right here in your business. This is what you're working in it. You're selling real estate, you're working in it, you're grinding. You have all of this for $85. All this support, all this training, all this masterminding, all this help, the building of your business, lead generation tools, the whole 9 yards. On top of that, because you have 7 business partners that do what? Build at a bigger scale than anything else. My job is to make sure that I help agents train, coach, and teach them how to do it across the country in the mornings, and then I help everybody scale their business. This is why people join with me. I have the ability to do 2 things. Help you build and sell more homes, build your business, but I help you scale your business so you start building it out, so you start creating income from your business. So your income and your business, when you're working on it, starts to pay you money versus just trading time for money. We can sell houses, but I don't want to be 90 years old selling houses. At some point, I want to be able to have my business paying me because I spent all these years building it and working in it. Now I want it to pay me. So in order to do that, I have to have ownership. That means you have to be a partner in the business. EXP allows you on your first sale to get ownership, 5 different ways to give you pieces of ownership. That means they give you literal stock shares in the company. They're yours. They're your shares to do what you want with. They're your stock shares. You are an owner of the company. As an owner of the company, I want to share the revenue. Remember our pyramid companies? When I go apples to apples between EXP and any other brokerage out there, franchise models, not even going to be here at some point. Everything's switching this way. Not because of me, I'm not that important to the world, but cloud-based companies are putting them out of business. We already see that. It's happening in every other industry there is. Guess what? It's happening here. No different. So when I look at these 2 models and I say, okay, apples to apples, EXP gives me the opportunity to do what? Gives me the opportunity to be in business for myself, but not by myself, work in my business, work on my business, create passive income, share the revenue. How does that work? EXP offers you an 80-20 split right out of the gate. 2.6 million is your cap. This is your cap. So once you've capped, you're at 100%. That 20% that you put into the company that you paid to EXP, guess what's really cool? Yep, EXP takes 50% of company dollar that's generated into the company and then pays it to the partners, just like these pyramid companies do. You sell a home, it goes to your broker, broker starts paying everybody out. Well, of course, they pay them first. That's why they're the billionaire on the page, not the agent where all the money came from. And then the agent makes the least amount of everybody in here. Doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. Over here, 50% of every company dollar that comes in goes back and pays to the agents. Just last year alone, the company paid $204 million of just the revenue, just cash money paid back out from this piece right here to the agents. You grow the business, the bigger you grow the business, the more money you get from that. You become a bigger partner. It's as simple as that. We don't overcomplicate this. I can go in much stronger detail. Click on the link that allows you to continue talking to me more. I'll set up a private chat with you. I'll go through it all with you. We can break this stuff down. I promise you this. I can take the numbers that you made at any brokerage of however many deals you sold, and I'll show you the difference, and I'll show you where you make more money. Simple as that. If you make more money there, we'll see it in black and white, won't we? Stay where you're at. Doesn't hurt. Problem is, if you don't know the difference, you're missing out on hundreds of thousands of dollars, potentially millions of dollars in your real estate career. Do you want to give it to somebody else, or would you rather have it yourself? Ask yourself that question. Would I rather have more of the piece of the pie if I got the same support or more? Or would I rather do that? Because the color of your business card doesn't matter. Nobody cares what color my business card is. They care that I can help them. They care that I can help them scale their business, and my clients help or choose me because they know I can help get their home sold for more money. That's how that works. Reach out to me. Reach out to EXP. It's the best place to be.